Hey y'all, it's been a hot minute since I've posted. I know I've been treating this channel like a deadbeat father, but I wanted to post because I made these new OCs and a lot's going on in my life, so I changed a whole bunch of stuff. These aren't those OCs that I was talking about in my prior videos, which is only 2 videos, but I made some new ones because I got bored of working on that story, and I'm gonna check back in it in a few days, weeks, I don't know. And I want to tell you all about these ones because so far I've been getting a lot of good reactions on this story. Let me tell y'all, hold on. Okay, so this story, in all my files, I have it nicknamed Alien Girlfriends because I have no names for it, okay? If y'all want to drop names in the comments, y'all can tell me because I ain't got nothing, okay? My head is empty. Also, this drawing in the background is one of the characters. He's a fan favorite. I love him so much. But anyways, the story is about these 2 girls. I might put images in the thing. I don't know. I'm just doing the voiceover right now. I'll maybe edit it in there. But about these 2 girls. One's named Rasha and the other one's name is Tanya, right? And Tanya is this alien. She's from this one planet and there was a war going on that planet. And her brother was enlisted for the war, but he has got this other problem in his leg from the past war. So he cannot walk or anything. And so Tanya's okay, let me go in the place of my brother because he can't walk. And I know that they're probably going to kill him in the war, so let me go do it, right? She goes out and does it. They lose the war. They get bodied. And her planet's corrupt. The planet is terrible. It's the United States, but worse. And so they're okay, since we lost the war, we're going to kill all the soldiers. And so they go through the list of names, but Tanya signed up with her brother's name, right? She went in the war using her brother's name and pretending to be her brother. So they thought the brother was out there that aided in losing the war. So they were okay, let's go to his house and let's go get him. And they execute him or whatever. And I'm oh my goodness, I can't believe I wrote this. But then whatever. So that happens, and Tanya's he did it, blah, 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 blah. He didn't even go out there, and blah, 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 blah. And so they're oh, so you went out there, and so basically, you lost our war, and then you got your brother executed, because you didn't tell us that you were the one that were going in there, which we would have been perfectly fine with, but you decided to go instead. Okay, you're gonna get exiled. So she was exiled, but while she was getting exiled, she does that, that thing, the best way I could describe it is the One Piece thing where he's my treasure and blah 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 at the start of the story. She did that, and where she's I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get strong, and then I'm gonna take down this whole government and blah blah blah, and she gets sent away or whatever. They send her to this one planet, but she ends up hopping from planet to planet because she's I just threatened the what is it called again, that one word, whatever it is, the bad government over there. They're gonna be on my cheeks white on Christmas, okay? I need to go. So she hops to a different planet, she's hopping from planet to planet. And the government, the council, they're that lady just threatened us with death. And not gonna mention, she is kind of strong. Why don't we go find her again and kill her to make sure she doesn't come after us or whatever? And so they send out this lady, probably gonna put an image, probably not, I don't know. I don't have a name for her yet, so if you want to put a name for her, you can have it. I just gonna call her Pink Alien Lady. So they send Pink Alien Lady out to get her, right? And Pink Alien Lady, also by the way, humans aren't considered dangerous, and this world with aliens are well known, they hop from planet to planet, blah 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 blah. Aliens aren't really that dangerous. So she disguises herself as a human and stuff, and she hops from planet to planet trying to find Tanya. And then she ends up on Earth, and she meets this old man, blah blah blah. They become a granddaughter and grandpa type relationship. They're aw, he thinks that this is some random kid. He's aw, you poor thing, you got abandoned by your parents. I'll take you in, bro, or whatever. And so yada yada. That happens. She's end up liking things on Earth. But ignoring that, let's go back to the main story, right? So Tanya's hopping from planet to planet. She learns about Earth. She's why don't I go to Earth so that I can be safe? Whatever. They're not gonna search Earth. Whatever. So she goes to Earth, and she's on the planet, blah blah blah. She meets Rasha. Now Rasha is a notorious criminal. She robs banks and stuff and blah blah blah. And so Rasha's like robbing this one bank, right? And she sees this mystical blue hair beauty across the street, and she's like, ooh, who's that lady? She talks to the lady a bit, tries to distract her, and Tanya doesn't know what the police are. Like, they have police versions on her planet, but she doesn't exactly know about Earth, because corrupt government or whatever. That's the word, corrupt. But corrupt government or whatever, they don't allow them to learn about other planets, yada yada yada. Her and Rasha get along. Funny thing, this is a miscommunication, but it's like comedy miscommunication. Tanya thinks Rasha is an alien, mainly because the scar on her face, because there's some aliens that have like markings on their face, or like in what's considered weird to us, like weird facial features, or like whatever, they look like aliens. So she's like, Rasha has this giant scar on her face. She doesn't know it's a scar. She's like, Rasha has this giant thing on her face. She's probably an alien. And Rasha is looking at Tanya, and she's like, this girl is like really weird. She's probably human. Like, she thinks that Tanya's a human that like maybe doesn't understand social cues or like social human norms or anything like that. She thinks that Tanya's a homeschool kid, basically. No offense to homeschool kids. My bestie is a homeschool kid. Praying for you. Because she's probably gonna watch this. But whatever. Right? So they talk about yada yada yada. They like become criminals together, and like they're chilling and they're hanging and they like are dating and they're gay, whatever. And then they're walking down the street one day, being all happy and stuff, and then out of nowhere, they see Pink Alien Lady, and like, oh my god, what are you doing here? Like, because Tanya immediately recognizes her, because like once you have a human disguise, you have to stick to that human disguise. So she's like, what are you doing here? And the pink human lady's like, oh, I need to report them that you're report to them that you're here. And they just start fighting, right? Just boxing. And she ends up getting this not Tanya, the pink alien lady, ends up getting this permanent scar on her face. Problem with getting a permanent scar on your face inside your human form is that means you cannot switch back. Like, let's say you were to get let's say you got your arm cut off while you're an alien. Like in your true form, you cannot switch to your human form because now there's permanent damage. Yeah, because like your human form is this fully unharmed human body. Now you don't have that. You're not unharmed anymore. Like, you're missing something, literally. So she loses an eye from the attack, so she can't transform back to her alien body because her alien body is full and like all that other stuff and blah blah blah, as all their body parts. So she's stuck in that human form and she basically becomes a human. Tanya's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, they're not gonna want you back on the council. And she's like, it's fine, honestly, because I've been enjoying human life here with this old grandpa and like these people that I've met that I've become friends with and stuff. So yeah. And so Tanya's like, oh, that's great, you really like it here, but can you help me get to another planet, because you've already alerted them, okay? And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll help you, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. So she takes him to this planet. This is when this dude in the background becomes relevant, but like, you're not going to see him in a few seconds, because I got another speed paint playing. But this dude in the background becomes relevant, because he's this, like, owner of this one planet. Let me pull up my notes real quick. He's, like, this owner of this one planet. And he, like, it's, like, a small planet, and he's kind of, like, runs it like the Yakuza with, like, controlled crime and stuff, and yada, yada. He's basically a smuggler. That's what he is, okay? He's, like, a smuggler, transporter, whatever. It's, like, a family-run business on this planet, and they all control the planet, blah, 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 blah. And, like, it's a crime-filled planet, whatever. And then he's, like, funny thing is, me and my friend, because we were deciding on this, we made iced tea basically extinct on planet Earth. No more iced tea. So, like, for example, he's the biggest smuggler of foreign iced tea and like guns or whatever, like weaponry and stuff. Biggest exporter of that to planet Earth. And so it's like, haha, no iced tea, whatever. But basically, his whole thing was like, he's a villain at first. And then they give him money, and he's like, oh, wow, you got cash. Give me that. Because Rasha gets a lot of money from, like, committing these robberies. And Tanya, I don't know, she looks pretty. So he's like, wow, like he at first is like, what are you doing on my planet? You guys are fugitives. And they're like, we got money. So it's like, you could stay. You got money. All right, man. You escort these people to their room. They're all chill or whatever. I don't have a name for him either. If y'all have like name recommendations or anything for these characters, drop them in the comments, bro, because I got nothing. But anyways, they like he lets them stay there, and then there's one lady, probably gonna put her on screen right now. I'm gonna call her Orange Alien. She sees them. She knows the amount of money bounty that they have on their head, so she reports them. They have to move, yada yada, blah blah blah. And yeah, that's as far as I got right now. If you have any ideas of what lore I should add on to, I don't know. I'm like really open to stuff right now, because this whole story is basically just me having fun. That's it. So any recommendations, any stuff like that. Let me tell you some fun little details though about these characters. Tenya has this problem where she doesn't wear a shirt. I got made fun of for this, because they're like, why are you drawing her with her chest out? And I'm like, because she's an alien, and because the cloth that they use on their clothing is different from human cloth, okay? Because like the cotton that we use for shirts, they use this different alien fabric. And so she's like, I don't like how that feels on me, and I don't like how that looks on me. I want to go back to my little smooth clothing. And so yada yada yada, that happens, and she's like, ugh. So a lot of times she's not wearing a shirt unless she's like out in public. And even then, like on other planets, they don't mind if you're like shirtless or whatever, because they're like, whatever, your chest is out, that's great. I have horns sprouting out of my eyeballs. I could care less about your chest being out. Also, yeah, that's Tenya's whole thing. It's pretty funny. And Rasha, her whole thing is like her scar on her face. It is impossible to survive that in real life. I'm telling y'all now, like she got like hit in the side of the face with a pole, and it's like made a dent in her head, but it's also like caused a huge scar on her face. So like in real life, you probably would not survive this, because like her brain is all blah, 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 blah. So yeah, probably in real life you would not survive this, but whatever, because it's aliens exist in this world. I feel like I can make her survive the unsurvivable. What else? The dude that I don't have a name for yet, he has this cat named Gargamel, and you know those like cats from Marvel that like have those tentacles sprouting out of their mouth or something, that they get like, they're like blah, 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 you know, that type of stuff. That's basically what his cat is, and it's like so cute and whatever. He loves Gargamel, and like it's amazing, or blah blah blah. I'm probably gonna do another video later explaining more about these characters, more about their designs and stuff, because this video is about to end. Also, do you guys like this drawing in the background? I absolutely love it, okay? It took me like an hour. I started it during school. A whole bunch of people in my like 6th period love my art, and I'm so happy about that. But other than that, they very much annoy me, okay? I'm probably gonna do like one of these days, I'm probably gonna make like a story time or something about how annoying the kids are at my school. Like, it is absolutely outrageous. Also, there's gonna be like a lot of flashing coming up like in a few seconds, hopefully. I don't think so, maybe. Whatever, it might be a lot of flashing. I don't know. But like, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I gotta go now. Bye bye.